Okay, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. One second, let me just mute everyone. Okay, so good morning, happy Monday. Hope you had a great weekend, and welcome to August. Nearly the end of summer, but we're going to make the most of what is in front of us. So, what we do on a Monday, like we do every single Monday, apart from last week, is we're going to go through everything, all the news, the whole market, and see where we can potentially make some money and see where the market is potentially going to go. So today, let's have a look at this. ISM services at 1500. Do I expect this to really do much today? No, not really. But if there is a big move to the upside in the market, then we can potentially catch that. Other than that, not really interested into the downside, and I will explain when we look at the charts in a second. So just ISM services today. Tuesday, we've got balance of trade and exports. Again, medium news, nothing really too crazy. Don't really expect any crazy moves there. And I can already see here, we've just got amber, amber, and then nothing on Friday. So seems like a very tame week. Consumer credit change, again, nothing really that stands out in terms of news. We've got continuing jobless claims and initial jobless claims, yeah, but that's every single Thursday. And then Friday seems to be no event. So, yeah, very, very tame week. The only red news we've got this week is today. So, we could get a decent move today. Let's take a look at the whole market. So, what we do is I've got my little watch list here. Go to the weekly, and then we can see what's happening in the whole of the market. So, let's start with US 100. So, right now, at this moment in time, US 100 this week has already moved down to 17,287 and then moved up. Let's take a look at the hourly. We actually gapped during the open this morning. We actually gapped. We've touched this trend line, and now I do expect this week to start to move to the upside. We've touched this uptrend. It looks as though we are going to see bullishness. So honestly, I'm looking for longs this week. Probably 2 weeks of consolidation though. So this week probably consolidate, close a little bit bullish consolidation next week, and then we start on the bullish momentum all the way to 21,000. So the overall goal here is 21,000. And it will take probably until mid-September to get there. So that's a decent swing trade to the upside. And obviously, if US 100 is moving to the upside, the stock market's moving to the upside as well. So there's some potential decent plays there too. Let's take a look at the USD. So US dollar basket moving to the downside. We can see this consolidation here. So what this means is that the US dollar is weakening. This is the US dollar index. So this tells us everything what's happening in the US dollar. We were actually moving to the upside, as you can see here. But we've recently just moved to the downside, so it looks as though USD is having a little bit of a struggle. Now, this week could move to the upside again because there is a little bit of buy pressure here. There is a decent level here. It's only really, if we take a look, it's not really been respected over here. Has here though, which was in March. So it could bounce or we could continue downwards all the way to the 100 level. Honestly, this isn't looking too great. It's not really got a pattern to it. It's just kind of here, there, and everywhere. We did have a nice uptrend, not really doing much. So honestly, the US dollar basket, I would just leave this for now. US 500, exactly the same as US 100, just a little bit bigger as it's 500 stocks instead of one. So again, we've touched a key level here. Every time we have a move to the upside, it has to come down to a key level in order to move to the upside. Do I believe that this momentum to the upside has been diminished? No, because we're kind of in this area here. Every time we have a break, we always have moves to the downside. I don't think that we're going to see a bear market yet, as we only broke this high in January. So there's probably another month, 2 months, probably going to go to the 6,000 level, and then we'll see the move to the downside in all the indices and also the stock market, tech stocks, basically. So I do expect to move to the upside in US 500. Let's take a look at the Dow Jones. Dow Jones basically the same. It looks as though we have seen 2 weeks of bearishness. Still bullish though. We've still got this bullish trend line here. So overall indices, I do expect buyers to start to come into the market and push this to the upside. Let's take a look at gold. So gold. Now, US dollar actually did see a lot of weakness, didn't it? Hence why gold has moved to the upside. What do we see here? We see lots of sell pressure. We see sellers coming in at 2,431, 2, 3, 4, pushing it to the downside. Can this move to the upside and break? Of course. Can it move to the downside and break this and close bearish? Yeah, of course it can. It can literally do anything right now. With this pin bar here, I was honestly expecting a lot more bearishness. I really wasn't expecting this bullish candle, but it seems as though with these pins here, the sellers keep on coming in. So for now, on gold, don't do anything on this until we have direction. It needs to have an impulse move to the upside and pull back in order for us to go for a long, because this will confirm it, and then we move to the upside. In terms of to the downside, we need a move to the downside and then an exhaustion exactly the same, so then we can continue moving to downside. That will tell us and give us confirmation of what's going to happen, because right now it's a little bit hard to tell. Okay, so I'm going to wait for a little bit of confirmation here and we'll see what happens with gold. So basically, if it breaks this high, we're going long. If it breaks this low, we're going short. Microsoft now, let's take a look what's happening with this. So Microsoft, again, the same as US 100, because US 100 follows the stock market, and Microsoft is one of the ones that it follows. Oopsie. 1 second. There we go. So, very nice uptrend here. Again, we only broke the high. We actually broke the high in November. So this is actually quite extended. But again, I am expecting bullishness. If we do continue to move to downside this week, and then obviously the uptrend is diminished. But right now, it's still intact. We still have this uptrend. We're still making higher highs and higher lows. Just waiting for a little bit of bullishness, and then we can go to probably the 480 or even the 500 level here in Microsoft. This is probably going to be the last leg of the move to the upside, though. So I will be expecting a pretty decent move, and then coming to the end of the year, October, November, December, for it to continue to move down. So that is Microsoft. Nvidia, basically the same, moving to the upside. Had a really, really good move here. Even though it is very extended, I do expect this to continue moving to the upside, making higher highs and higher lows still. When it breaks this level, or if it breaks this level, then we'll look for moves to the downside. But as of now, the whole stock market is bullish. Apple, same story. Moving to the upside, bullishness, breaking all highs. Just a little retest here. Again, the high is here. The previous high. 1 minute. Don't know why I've got a level there. But there's a little bit of sell pressure here. This is the main high, though, so we could go all the way down to 200 then continue moving up. Again, overall bullish in the stock market. If US 100 moves up, then the stock market is potentially going to continue moving to the upside as well. Meta, again, moving to the upside, broke the high in January. So still probably some upward momentum here again to the end of the year. January, February time, I do expect the stock market to continue, to reverse, not continue moving to the upside. Amazon, let's get rid of that because we already know that I got a trade on that. Amazon, still moving to the upside. Again, we have broke the high, but it is overall bullish. Higher highs and higher lows, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. There is a little bit of buy pressure here. It's not exactly at the high, but there is a nice level there. I'm going to get rid of all these ones though. Make it a little more. There we go. So, Amazon, literally just breaking the high, moving to the upside, potentially going to go to the 300 level. And then again, bullishness until the end of the year. So we've got quite a good few months ahead of us, and then potential bearishness in the market. Google, exactly the same, looking for a move to the upside. Tesla, very nice level, 200 level, potentially going to move to the upside all the way to the high to the 400 level and beyond. Could do it by the end of the year and then expect some bearishness here. Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin moving to the downside, guys. It's still in this kind of channel here. If we just put this down here, still kind of finding buyer pressure here. This week could close as a pin bar, but it is looking as though it's bearish. If this does close like somewhere down here, then we do have a level at the 44,600 level where potentially it's going to see buyer pressure move to the upside. But this still buyer pressure, buyer pressure, buyer pressure. Potential buyer pressure here if it does close as a pin bar. So it could still be bullish. But if it does break, the next level is 45,000. If you look at the weekly, there's still nothing to worry about here, guys. So there we go. Ethereum, again, basically the same, moving to the downside, touching this level here. It has broke the consolidation though. Could close as a pin bar. It's retesting the next level, which I'm guessing Bitcoin might do. Touching the 2,100 level. Let's just see what this week does. If this week doesn't close it as a pin bar, and then potentially we are going to see a lot more moves to the downside. But again, high, 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 low, high, high, still a higher low. It's testing the high. So it's still nothing to worry about yet. Shiba, again, I'm probably guessing that this is moved to the downside. Yes. Testing the high here. Again, it's still high, high, and high, low. High, high. This is the high here previously, and we're literally just touching that. Dogecoin, I'm going to take a random guess and say that it's touching this level. So overall, it is still bullish. We've had the first move to the upside, potentially going to see the next bullish move, but not banking on it. So we've done the whole market. Let's take a look at the things that we actually day trade. So we've got a nice scope on the market. Everything's looking bullish. Crypto, little bit of limbo right now. So let's look at US 100. So US 100 looking like we're going to see moves to the upside. Let's take a look what's potentially going to happen this week in terms of setups. So we've hit the weekly uptrend. We've gapped to the downside. I don't expect anything today. What I do expect is a potential long trade and consolidation this week. I expect this week to be consolidation, to close as a pin bar to the upside, and then the next week to see the move to the upside. So I'm literally looking for any long. I won't be looking for it today because honestly, with this gap to the downside, it's not really anything for me. So look and see what today closes like. We will see a retest of this level at some point, and I'm looking for a move to the upside. It's as simple as that. US 500, let's take a look at this. So US 500, basically the same. I'm looking for a bounce at this level because we've hit key levels now and then moves to the upside. This is in line with the long-term direction that we've literally just been through. So US 500 looking for moves to the upside, US 30. US 30, what do we have here? So again, trend line. What are we expecting? We are expecting exactly what happened the previous time we touched this trend line, which is what? We saw a move up. This is where we are right now. So we're looking for bullishness. We're looking for buyers to come in and push this to the upside. So probably going to retest, see some kind of impulse move today, retest, and then move up. We do have a decent level here, as you can see. And that would be an inverted head and shoulders moving to the upside. That will give us our long position on US 30. So that's a trade that I'm going to be looking for this week on US 30. Going to go to 40,200 level. There's a nice level here, or even, you can even go to the 40,000, which is a little bit low. But yeah, 40,000, 40,200, those are your targets on US 30. Last one, gold. If you want to go through anything else, let me know. Where is the gold one? Oh, under. So again, just like I said, we have some key levels here. Here and here. It's a little bit hard right now to see where this is going to go. So the only thing you need to do is set an alert just above here. 2,460, and I would say for 2,412. If we break this level, we look for a retest and then move to the downside. Your target here will be this level here. See that? Buy pressure, buy pressure, buy pressure. So it will be 2,387 or 2,380, whichever you prefer. And if we move to the upside, target will be 2,500. So with gold, has to break any of these, and then we have the direction. So that is it, guys. We've been through the news, the whole market, and what we're looking potentially to day trade. We've looked at crypto, looked at stocks. That is your weekly rundown. Thank you guys for watching, and you guys watching the recording as well. Hope you learned something. Hope that's give you a scope on the week. Take care, guys. Have a great week, and I shall see you on Wednesday and Friday for the other analysis Zoom sessions. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.